I don't care what anybody else says or thinks or believes or feels or their opinions. It's all hearsay to me. Um, it is the parents' responsibility to protect their children and keep them safe from drugs, other people with guns, and other people, and whatever else that's everybody says is bad for the children. Take them out of society. Keep them at home. Babysit them yourself. They're your children to be responsible for, not mine. I signed no contract with the state and the government and anybody else to say, okay, I'll join in and help keep somebody else's children safe. That's not my life. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to worry about me. I'm here to live my life my way and be free and have the right to the pursuit of happiness. That's it. Now, if I'm out in public and I see someone doing something bad to a child that will hurt the child, traumatize the child in some form, then I'll take it upon myself to protect that child. Especially if the child should be even out there and happen to accidentally run away, somehow, get out and whatever. But other than that, it's not your kids are not everybody else's and the politician's responsibility. Other grown-ups is not my and everybody else's with the politicians' responsibility. The government's responsibilities is already in the Constitution and the Articles, the Bill of Rights, the Declaration of Independence, the 7 Principles of Law, the 12 Assumptions of Law, the Public Law 97, Magna Carta, Posse Comitatus, all these codes and acts and whatever. That's their responsibility. It's not their responsibility to keep us safe on the roads and highways. That was created for the prison industrial complex, to throw people in jail and prison to make money. I can prove that. It's all an illusion. When you stand up and take responsibility of you and your family, and you hold yourself responsible, then everybody else can be free to just worry about their own life. Worry about what makes them happy. I want to worry about what makes me happy. Going fishing, going hunting, feeding myself, learning about things of the natural, of the wild that God created. Like we used to do when we were little kids, when kids were allowed to go outside and play and just go to the park by themselves, go to their friends by themselves. People didn't really worry about the kids much. And then the politicians and the media and Hollywood, which is their magic wand, Hollywood. Magic wands are made out of the wood that's from a holly tree. That's what gavels are. They're a magic wand. Smack! Now the case is sealed and it's documented. And it stands. That's a magic wand slapped onto another piece of wood. They have gavels made of different types of wood. You can look it up. So, you can believe whatever you want. Don't believe me. Don't believe your mama, your daddy, the politicians, the experts, the geniuses. That's all hearsay. those other experts and geniuses and scientists, and that's all hearsay. Oh, I'm a scientist. Well, that's hearsay. Where's your documentation outside of what you and the government created that God says you're a scientist, you're an expert, you're whatever, a genius? It's all hearsay. It's made up, fairy tale, imaginary world. So, you do what you want, you believe what you want, but in my opinion, you take care of your own family and your own kids. They're your responsibility. If I don't want my kids to get a hold of drugs from other people, other kids, be able to touch a gun and not know that how dangerous they are, I knew how dangerous guns are. When I got a hold of a little .22 double barrel, an uncle of mine who's dead now had an old one for self-defense. And I found it in a box, and I went outside the back door, and my other brother was with me. I didn't point it at him. I knew how dangerous it was. At, what, 9 years old? Right around 9 years old. And I said, I'll go. My brother didn't want me to do anything with it, and I loaded it. It had the bullets right there. And so I aimed it out the back door at the ground, because I knew I couldn't shoot up like that or up like that, because that bullet that comes out of it, that's the danger. That's what hurts people. So I aimed it at the ground, and I thought, because it had 2 clicks, because I didn't know a lot about guns. I just knew they were dangerous. And so it had 2 clicks, click, click. And so I clicked it back once. I was like, I'll just click it back halfway, because I kind of checked it out. And I thought, I kind of got to thinking, because I'm ignorant. Well, if I click it back just halfway, it won't be as loud. So I aimed it at the ground, out the back door in the city. And I went, pow! That thing was so loud, it scared me. And we had a wood floor in that house. In a little pantry. The old man that owned it, he's more than likely dead now. This was like over 40 years ago. So he's dead now. He probably died 10 years ago. Yeah, and I threw it under in that hole in the floor, and then put the board back and never touched it again. So somebody found it when somebody finally got down under there. And so they got a free gun. My uncle, he never asked anything about it. He was gone off doing drugs and, having fun and getting in fights, getting beat up and all kinds of stuff. He wasn't worried about his stuff. He lost all of that anyways. He'd have lost that anyways. So that's one thing about my past when it comes to guns. Guns aren't dangerous. It's the bullets that make the holes, that destroy stuff in you, or break bones. That does the damage. A gun is nothing. Stop worrying about the guns. The guns are nothing. They're just like a hood ornament.